What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Crash Blade Gaming. I am your host Crash, and today we're going to be looking at the first place deck from EUSE, the Duraludon Vulpix Arceus deck, which I have a soft spot for Duraludon, of course. You all know this, so of course I had to cover it, but I didn't want to cover it right away since I know a lot of other channels have already done it. But hey, I have to do it. I got to play it, so here we are. Let's go ahead and get to the Pokemon question of the day. Alright folks, we're back with another Pokemon question of the day. Let's go over last video's question. Which Pokemon is the final evolution of the Pokemon that looks like a zebra? And if you're like a couple of the commenters, you went ahead and guessed our boy Zebstrika. That is the Pokemon that looks like a zebra, electric type. Pretty awesome Pokemon. I was a fan of this guy when he came out, so good job to Link Hawkins and Bansox. You guys both now have I believe 1 point each. No, Link, you have 2. Link has 2 points, Prodigious has 1 point, and Bansox, you also have 1 point. So, Link, you are going to win the first place prize if you get the next question correct, so be prepared for that. Let's go ahead and get into it. This video's question is, what is the evolution of Smoliv? Go ahead and put your answer in the comment section down below, and I'll explain some of the rules right now. If you answer the question correctly, you will get yourself a 1 point. The goal is to accumulate 3 points before 2 people do, so that you can win either the first or the second place prize, which are usually just code cards for Pokemon TCG Live, which is awesome. So just answer the question correctly. You don't have to be the first person to answer it right. Just answer it correctly and you get yourself some points. And then once I give out the prizes, the points will all reset and we'll start all over again. So yeah. And while you're down in the comment section, go ahead and leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're on the road to 300. We're slowly getting there and it's going good. So just get there and I'll stop asking for 300 subscribers. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the deck list. We are taking a look at the first place Duraludon VMAX. I could have called it. Duraludon is one of my favorite Pokemon to play. You all know this if you're a longtime follower of the channel. So I am super excited that Duraludon won another tournament, but Duraludon didn't do him by itself. We all know Duraludon with the Skyscraper ability prevents all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from our opponent's Pokemon that have any special energy attached to them. And we have the G-Max Pulverization for 220 damage. We ignore all effects on the other Pokemon, so Duraludons can hit Duraludons if they have special energy. And it takes 1 fighting and 2 colorless, 2 steel energy to make this attack go off. But they paired it with Alolan Vulpix V-STAR with the Snow Mirage attack for 160 damage. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, and during the next turn, if the Pokemon has an ability, Alolan Vulpix takes no damage. Pretty sweet. It also has the V-STAR Power Silvery Snowstar attack, 70 damage for each Pokemon V your opponent has in play, but not that important because, of course, we are also pairing this with Arceus V-STAR with the Trinity Nova attack so that we can charge up our guys relatively easily. And of course the Starbirth ability. We also have a couple of techs in here. 2 copies of Drapion for the Mew matchup, which makes this an auto win pretty much. We also have a Radiant Gardevoir to help us tank out a little bit, take 20 less damage from Pokemon Vs, and 1 Lumineon with the Luminous Sign ability so that we can search for any supporter that we want. And then the rest of the deck is a pretty standard Duraludon list, except we are playing 4 copies of Lost City. So this really helps out with the Lost Zone matchup. Any single prize decks hate Lost City, so this is really good against Lost City. So keep that in mind. 4 Lost City is awesome. We have 3 Boss's Orders, 4 Research, 3 Judge, 3 Course Experiment, 1 sneaky copy of Cheren's Care so that you can pick up your Arceus in case it is damaged and they don't get a KO. We also have 1 copy of Choice Belt in here because Pokemon V still run around and Choice Belt does help out get some KOs in the late game as well. 1 Escape Rope and 1 copy of Switch. You have to use those accordingly. Escape Rope is really good sometimes, so just be aware of it. Use it. 4 Nest Ball, 4 Ultra Ball, 1 Raihan, and a pretty solid energy line here with 3 Fighting Energy, a couple here of Steel Energies. I forgot the name of it. I'm slacking on the Steel Metal Energies. 4 copies of those, and 2 copies of our basic Water Energy. And of course we have 4 copies of the Double Turbo Energy for Arceus because you need to have the Arceus. If you don't get Arceus V-STAR, this deck is a little bit harder to set up, a little bit harder to go, so that's where the consistency kind of takes a hit when you add in all these Drapions and Vulpixes. And Lumineon, that's 4 extra, actually, and the Gardevoir. That's 5 extra basic Pokemon that you could possibly not be starting with Arceus. You need to start the Arceus, that's why we have a couple of switching options in here. Arceus makes this deck go. If you don't get Arceus, well, You might struggle a little bit, but it's still a playable deck, so keep that in mind. So the consistency does take a little bit of a hit here, but the pros are this deck does destroy the meta, and it proved itself, so keep that in mind. I am also working on a new layout for this stuff. I want to do something with the space up here-ish, so I'm trying to build like a bordery thing. It's going to take me some time. So for now, this is what we got, so yeah. That's the deck list. It'll be in the description down below. And while you're there, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And let's go watch this deck in action. Okay, Radiant Gardevoir start, and we're going up against Lugia, so that's actually a really good start for us. We can play a Nest Ball here. Grab ourselves Arceus. Check what we have in here as well. Vulpix is good against Lugia. So is Duraludon. So we can actually utilize both of our attackers here. Let's play that. Let's Nest Ball. Get a Duraludon down. And then we can end the turn. Now, next turn, maybe I just go for a Trinity Charge with the retreat. Ooh, there's a Lumineon. Don't play Judge. Don't be a Judge. Be like a Professor Burnett. Okay, that's perfect. That gets them their Archeops in the discard. Professor Burnett's doing work for the new Lugia decks. So, Archeops are there. We're not going to be able to KO Lugia next turn, but we can hit it at least. Loving Veil is nice against this. Alright, and they just pass. Vulpix V-Star. Okay, so we can do a Colress. See what we get. Escape Rope, I guess. Boss. Biting Energy, I suppose. Go up with Arceus, and then we're just going to go ahead and Trinity Charge. Let's put doop, 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 doop. Get Duraludon all powered up. Next turn we can start power edging. We need another supporter though. Having two bosses, Lost City is not great in our hand. Maybe we should have got the Vulpix because Vulpix V-Star is here. Vulpix V-Star has a really good V-Star ability as well. There is the Lugia V-Star, so they are going to be able to get Archeops. They will be able to get an attack off this turn and KO our Arceus. And we're going to be stuck with just Duraludon. Thankfully, it can take 30 less damage next turn. Actually, Arceus doesn't get KO'd. We take 20 less from Pokemon V, so this is really good. So they can attach Double Turbo. Oh no. They can't attack us this turn unless they have an energy in hand to attach to one of their Pokemon. They also don't have any single strikers down, which is good. They might let this Lumineon take a hit. I wouldn't be too surprised, because they could have an Aqua Return play. They might be playing some type of... Is there a Water Special Energy anymore? Did that rotate out? I know... Yeah, I think it did, right? All the like special energies that were type specific rotated. Okay, so they might have an energy in hand for the Lumineon to retreat it. They judge. Okay, we are accepting of this judge. I don't mind it. Not too bad. We can Ultra Ball away the fighting. We have Vulpix, which is good. All of these Pokemon are good for us. They get a Lumineon for next turn. They're going to go ahead and get the supporter now. So I can Ultra Ball Basic Energy plus whatever I top deck to get Arceus V-Star. And hit into Lugia. Do they have an energy to retreat? Ooh, we get a free KO. Okay. We'll accept a free KO, right? We'll do that. Arceus V-Star it is. Boop. Play that. Play down Vulpix. And then Starbirth. We're going to grab Duraludon VMAX. Versus Research. Is that what we want? Yeah. I think so. Duraludon VMAX is here. We can research. Get a fresh new hand. Don't see a reason for playing Lost City. Don't see a reason to play Drapions. So we can just get rid of the Drapions. Preemptively grab the Vulpix. And we can just go ahead and Trinity Nova. I don't see a point in playing Lost City on a Lumineon. If they have Path to the Peak, we want to have a counter for it, so that's why I'm holding it in the hand. We can go ahead and attach this to Vulpix, that's fine. Might have an energy in the prize cards for Vulpix. Double Turbo and an Arceus VSTAR. Maybe we don't. We have one energy in the bin. We lost zoned one energy. Do we have the energies? I don't know. They went up with another Lumineon. Do they? Well, they have Primal Turbo now, so they can definitely retreat into the Lugia and attack us. There is an Ultra Ball. That can get them a Pokemon of the Single Strike variant. Ooh, they get rid of Research. That means they have another Research in hand. Or Judge. Stonejourner. Stonejourner can one-shot us. That's true. They have to attach 3 energies to it, though. Do they have a way to move this Lumineon? So that's doing 160. That's enough to KO Arceus, which is fine. We expect this. We can definitely play Lost City on the Stonejourner, though. I don't know if they have a way to recycle Stonejourner. Earn a Vitality. Okay, Serena. Why would they not just keep the Research? I feel like you would rather have Research there. Yeah. Did they hit an energy, though? They did not. Oh, we're in such a good lead. That's not good for our opponent. Yeah, and they concede. They should have promoted the Lugia, to be honest, but we'll take it. Yeah, I don't think Lugia has a good matchup against Duraludon anyway. Yveltal. What are we playing here? Okay, unfortunately we had to start Duraludon, but I can Ultra Ball away Drapion and Judge. Find myself Arceus V, which is nice. Have V-Star in hand, have an energy, that's all we can ask for. Switches are in deck, and I can Colress Experiment. So we're good. Solid start. We'll have a switch in hand. We have to start with the Duraludon. We'll see what we're playing. Who plays Yveltal? Single Strike Yveltal. Oh, could this be a Lugia deck? Another Lugia deck. And so it is. And it's our turn. Very well. Okay, Nest Ball is good. Yeah, we'll play that first. I think we're gonna do. Do we just want to go double Duraludon? I kind of want to use Vulpix too, because Vulpix is nice, but Vulpix only matters against Lugia. So you know what? We're just gonna go with the Radiant Gardevoir. Nah, we'll go double Duraludon here. Double Duraludon, why not? Let's max out the Duraludons. This is Lugia we're up against anyways. Boss, Colress, double turbo. Easy. We're not playing Vulpix. Okay. Let's go Arceus. Let's go Starburst so we can get the switch here. Let's get a VMAX and a switch. Ooh, Escape Rope. Escape Rope much better. Evolve. Escape Rope. So that we can get the first hit on this Lugia. And boom, Trinity Nova. Get a hit. And we can charge up our Duraludons. How many Metal Energies do we have left? Just one. Ooh, that means one is prized. Okay, we have to keep that in mind. One of our Duraludons is not going to be able to attack until we unprize that Metal Energy, or this Arceus gets KO'd and we can recover. There's a Lugia V-Star. Tower of Darkness versus Research. No Archeops in the discard. Just yet. Which is good. Really, really good here. There's an Ultra Ball. Do they have an Archeops? They can do it this turn if they get one Archeops in the discard, and they do. Good for them. Ultra Ball will get them the other Archeops and Tower of Darkness. Oh, it does not work with Archeops. That's right. It's only single strike Pokemon. But they had double Ultra Ball. What else would you expect from a Lugia V-Star deck, which I need to cover, by the way. I'm super excited to look at it. Single strike Lugia V-Star sounds awesome. Oh. Duraludon versus Duraludon. Here we go. Do I boss their Duraludon? I think the answer is yes. I think we boss the Duraludon here. We actually don't care about the energy on the Lugia V-Star. So we're definitely... Ooh, what's that one? That one looks cool. Tempest Dive, 200 damage. They could get rid of that stadium if they want. I want to see that energy. I forget which one that is. Generative. Oh. I could have played that from the hand. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and retreat. Discard Double Turbo. Go in with Duraludon. And we're going to boss their Duraludon. Because forget you, man. And pulverize that boy, because V-Star can't hit us. We can KO you. We'll take a couple prizes. You can boss our Arceus. We don't care. We also have a Lumineon to get another boss, which is cool. Don't mind Arceus getting KO'd. We need to find some energies for our other Duraludon, though. We can throw away the Nest Ball in our hand so that if they do judge us, we're okay. They do boss the Arceus, it seems. Yeah, that's fine. They don't have another attacker coming up, though. So we're good here. I don't know if we have energy recovery in this deck. I haven't looked, really. So we'll have to see if I can get that metal energy back. Another judge. Let's go ahead and Nest Ball. We can grab Radiant Gardevoir, that's fine. Do have a Raihan. So Raihan can get us the metal energy in the case that we need it, but we need to have Raihan in our hand. Let's go ahead and Colress then. Energies for sure. Lost City's fine. None of these energies actually I'm going to attach to Duraludon, so there's that. We'll attach to Gardevoir though, so it has a retreat. Bounce the stadium and go ahead and G-Max Pulverization. Maybe we could get a metal energy off of this. But we're in a commanding lead here. They don't have another attacker. We have Lumineon to get a boss anyways. So they play any basic. Ooh, another water energy. So whatever basic V they play, if they choose to do so, we have Lumineon for game. Unless they judge us, which is fine. I've tried to thin as many cards as I can from my hand so that if we do get judged, we don't draw into them and they concede. Dude, this deck is super strong. Duraludon is still a beast. Ooh, a route, and it looks like that this game really wants me to play Vulpix. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll attach the Double Turbo Energy, throw down the Vulpix because we know that Gardevoir has abilities, and then we can just pass the turn since we were going first here. And I'd say it's a pretty good start. We have what we need to get the V-Star going. We have water energy in our hand though, which is a little bit unfortunate. But that's okay. We can KO whatever they bring up. Hopefully, this Colress experiment can get us into V-Star or Ultra Ball. Some out to V-Star. And we can start taking some KOs. Zacian we block, so the goal is that they KO Arceus V-Star. They don't go after Vulpix just yet. They are going to boss, though. Okay. That's fine. Hopefully the Colress does get us into what we want. We can also just set up Snow Mirage fairly quickly, to be honest. They attach... If they have Rare Candy Gardevoir, they can hit us. Lost City is a good thing. Colress's Experiment. Not so much here. We don't need Duraludon. We can judge. We don't necessarily need the energy either. So we'll do this. That's fine. We can evolve. We have Double Turbo in our hand, so I'm not terribly worried yet. So we'll do this. We'll attach the water energy. There's no reason to do Silver Snow Star. Well, maybe there is. No, I want to save my V-Star power. We'll pass a turn. I don't need that. We'll pass a turn. I want to save the V-Star power for Arceus V-Star because that can get us any 2 cards that we want. Next turn we can Lost City play Judge. Or we can boss up one of these routes if we want to. We are not worried about Zacian at all as soon as we start attacking with Vulpix. So, yeah. They just evolved into Kirlia, so there's no Gardevoir coming up. I think we're set here. We're going to boss up that Kirlia to KO it. The Professor's Research from our opponent, Escape Rope. Ooh, I didn't know they had a full art version of that one. That looks good. That's nice. Okay, what else they got? What'd they play? I didn't see what they played. Energy onto Zacian? Okay. Zacian can KO the Arceus, but whatever. We're going to go after Kirlias and Ralts'. We have a boss. We have 2 other bosses in the deck. Can play Lost City so they can't recover, which is nice. So I think we're set up to win this match. But I think it's a pretty easy matchup with Vulpix. So our hand was amazing. Ooh, Articuno. I'm not worried about Articuno either. That also has an ability. Their whole deck has abilities. It's only for attached to this Pokemon, right? Yeah. Okay. We are perfectly fine. Unfortunately, we have to use Double Turbo, but, you know, we work with what we got. We'll boss up the Kirlia and hit him with a Snow Mirage. They did get rid of an Escape Rope, which is good. Take that KO. Oh, I forgot to play Lost City! Oh, I was too excited. I was too excited, guys. I forgot to play the Lost City. No! Play your Lost Cities, guys. Darn it. Hopefully they only play one Escape Rope. Because the Escape Rope boss combo is one of the only ways they can get around our Alolan Vulpix. So we have to keep that in mind. We have an energy for Arceus and the Ultra Ball for the V-Star. We're going to keep... We did lost on 1 Duraludon, right? We did. So we should have a second Duraludon in the deck just in case we need to attack. But I don't see us needing to pull out Duraludon anyways in this matchup. The one Alolan Vulpix V-Star should deal with this relatively easily. Though I should have played Lost City. Misplay on my part. We'll see what our opponent grabs here with their ability. Another Ralts comes down. Did they grab a Ralts? A Research. Okay. Gardevoir and Collapse Stadium, which is good. Gardevoir also has an ability. So we are set. Psylaser can not hit our Vulpix. And they have to discard all the energy if they want to attach, which is fine for them. They have Gardevoirs. It doesn't matter. We can also... We could use our V-Star power for a boss's orders and KO another Kirlia and actually have Lost City for this one. Which slows them down quite significantly if they don't have rare candies into Gardevoirs. Oh, they tried to hit our Alolan Vulpix. You gotta read the card, bro. Gotta read the card. Nothing happens to Alolan Vulpix. There's a Research. We'll go ahead and Ultra Ball. Get rid of these guys. We don't need them. Grab the V-Star. We do have another Duraludon in deck. Good to know. Play that. And we will play this. And they concede. They were not going to win. There was no way. We got them there. That's how you handle it. There you have it, folks. You saw me beat up on some Lugias. And man, this deck is... There's a reason it won a tournament. And, you know, Duraludon is just always so strong. And Vulpix is sneaky good because a lot of Pokemon have abilities now, if you think about it. There's only a couple Pokemon that are, like, strong that don't have abilities, so just keep that in mind when you are deck building. Don't forget about Vulpix V-Star. It is a really good Pokemon. But anyways, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and we'll see you next time on Crash Blade Gaming.